All right, everyone. Very important video. It is August the 5th, 2013, and as a watchman on the wall, I am going to present this and I'm going to sound the alarm just so we can be prepared in any event. Now, I just uploaded a couple videos to my YouTube channel. There's all of this going on the world stage as we're looking at end time Bible prophecy, where the United States embassies have been closed due to a possible threat from Al Qaeda. And I have also mentioned where we are on a time frame, 9 months, and this is not to hype up my channel in any way or promote gloom or doom or sensationalize my channel in any way. And if you know me and you have followed me for any length of time, I'm not into all of the hype and the gloom and doom, but we need to be prepared. With the embassies closing and the 9 month time frame to come to a peace arrangement between Israel and Palestine, we're looking at Bible prophecy with the back-to-back tetrad of blood moons 2014-2015, which have always been significant when it comes to prophecy and the end times and Israel. 9 months from the time that Secretary of State John Kerry gave for this peace arrangement to be made between the timetable Israel and Palestine falls on Passover 2014 with a blood moon on a feast day. Now, just when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction, I want to address everyone to go to scripture with this, 1 Thessalonians 5:3. Now, I'm going to present this. I don't know how to validate how accurate this information is, but I'm putting it out as a warning. I want to mention Comet I Sun as well. Now, I did a video last week where they're saying that it kind of is possibly fizzled out, but it's bringing this debris field in its tail. All this may be relevant to what may possibly be coming this month, the month of August 2013. So without further ado, I present this warning. I can't verify or validate how true this is, but I think the church today, the sinner and the saint, need to listen.
Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Dennis, and I want to welcome you to this special presentation. It's probably the most important that you will ever hear, because it affects all of us, everybody in the world. And I just learned about that issue this morning, and I thought we better get some information out to everyone and put it in archives so you can send your friends to the site, have them update themselves. We are talking about, folks, a major event that has been suppressed through the media and through all information outlets. I have with me a specialist who is totally knowledgeable. I'll ask her to explain her background. We're not going to use names at this point, but there are some pictures that will be attached probably later on. So you will be able to access those, and she will be describing those things as we go. If you're on the internet, you will be able to see the pictures as she goes along. I want to turn the time over now to a specialist who has considerable expertise, enough to impress me with the background and the knowledge that she has regarding this event. Folks, I can't urge you enough to contact your friends and family. Let them know about this immediately. Time is of the essence. In fact, we are out of time now to prepare for this. Okay, please proceed. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. My name is Patty Broussard. 7 years in the military, former sergeant, missile systems, communications, satellite uplinks, that sort of thing. Did a lot of work for NASA. as well as places like Lockheed Martin, Polaris, and whatnot, built robots, all that. We currently have inbound our second sun. We are a dual sun system. Our second.
I just want to interrupt when she says second son. This may be relevant as this audio continues. Could this be wormwood that is spoken of in the scriptures?
It comes around every 32 to 3600 years. There's been a cataclysm. That is why the remains of the pyramids and whatnot have been left behind during each successive. There's been 5 of them that we know of. Anyhow, our second sun is inbound with 7 planets. Now, NASA said was true. The sun is not going to come into system. In other words, it's not going to come in and plow into planets or anything. What it is going to do is it's got 7 planets, and their orbits overlap ours. And this needs to be prepared for as best you can. The dust that's being pushed ahead of it's already hitting us. And when it ramps up to enough of an impact like it's doing to Mars right now, we're going to lose our electric grid. So if the electric grid goes down, we lose all our nuclear power plants. You need to prepare for that. Basically, it's underground or under Earth at the minimum. The reason for that is...
You're talking about surviving this event. We need to go underground or under Earth, okay?
The reason why is a pole shift has already started. It's going to complete during this event that's coming up. August is the month that things start getting really bad. They say August through November, roughly. But it's going to be 6 years at that time. The reason
August, and we are in the month of August. She said it's going to be 6 years. I'm looking at a 7-year tribulation period, the first 3.5 years, and the last, the Great Tribulation. And what is the fall? Could this be biblical, Bible prophecy, what she is speaking of?
You need to be underground or in a cave or something of that nature. When the pole shift goes, we lose our magnetic shield. That means UVA, UVB, UVC coming directly from the sun, full blast, just like it is on Mars right now. It's going to be hitting the surface. You don't want to be out in that. As will microwaves from the sun.
Question, why have not we been informed about this?
50 years ago, NASA informed them of this. They built dumps, deep underground military facilities. They have enough room for the elite and the government. They've been building them for 50 years. That's where they're planning on hiding. And the heck with us. And they've been storing food and oxygen. And the past 2 years, they've been running the plants that make nuclear fuel rods to power their domes. 300 tons a year each. And actually, it's the making of the nuclear fuel rods is what destroyed the ozone, because they are exempt from the CFC laws.
I just want to mention real quick, I'm going to put the link to this below, and I urge you to watch this and listen to this in its entirety. Could this be the judgment that is to fall upon America? Fire and brimstone, talking about like a microwave where men's hearts will truly fail them for fear. And is this really coming? Let's listen to a little bit more, then I'll put the link below. Leave me comments.
So they're going to leave the public on their own. Right now, as of today, they are stationing our troops around the dome entrances. And they've brought troops in from Israel and from Russia.
That might explain the 15,000 Russian troops. on American soil.
To deal with the public, because they won't be afraid to shoot at you. Do not riot. That's what they want. Obama wants to institute martial law to round up any people who protest and put them in the FEMA camps. That's what they were built for.
I want to stop again. I want to run this by everyone. 9 months from the day that Secretary of State John Kerry has given the 9-month time frame for some type of peace agreement arrangement between Israel and Palestine falls on a blood moon, one of the four tetrads, 2014, on Passover. I want you to read 1 Thessalonians 5:3. Like a woman in travail with child, could this possibly be the time of the escape? And for those that are left behind, judgment. I mentioned this before. Judgment is going to fall on the United States of America. Will it be in the form of what this lady is speaking of? Fire like a microwave coming down on the people, and who will escape? Let's continue.
So they've known about all of this for a long time. They've prepared for themselves, and they're planning the extermination of the rest of us.
They want 500,000 people. That's on the Georgia Guidestone that they built. And they want complete, utter control over whoever's left, which means getting chipped.
Chipped meaning putting one of their chips in us neck or otherwise, so they know where we are.
They know where you are. They know a lot more.
They're talking about the RFID microchip, or what possibly could be the mark of the beast. What this is presenting goes along with the time frame of 9 months from Secretary of State John Kerry's plan to come to some type of peace arrangement. This is all falling in. Here we are in the month of August, the blood moons, 2014, 2015, 9 months to the day, like a woman in labor. On Passover, April 15th is the deadline for this peace arrangement. Could we be looking at the escape being the rapture of the church? And all that is being spoken of in this video, in this audio blog, talk, radio program right now could be what is to come upon the whole earth.
Which I'm not even going to get into this because it's not relevant as far as mind control and all that. They have that ability.
Okay. So you were going to go into evidence of how you know all this is occurring.
I have access to just about every satellite we have in orbit. And I remotely took over an entire observatory and used a telescope and took pictures. NASA took pictures too, but they only took pictures and said only the sun is going to go around the system, and that is true. But they lied via omission because they didn't mention the 7 planets around it, which I point out in some of these pictures I took. Is there any other way I can get more pictures out there?
Yeah, we'll add them later.
Okay. Questions?
Okay. Get the first picture up.
All right, I'm going to stop the video now and open up the comment box for discussion. Leave me comments. Are we looking at the rapture of the church and all of this fire and brimstone to come upon the earth? Leave me your comments, everyone. Spread this around. Get this video out. Leave me your comments.